All right. We are live, and I'll just wait for some of you guys to come on in. I apologize for my hair. Yeah, let's just get some of you guys in here, and then we can do our game night for tonight. Wonder who we will pull in for Saturday night, but we shall see who we will pull in for Saturday night. Well, I'm getting 718 on my phone. You may be getting 716, Rudy, but I'm getting 718 on mine. Hey, decent guy. What? Well, you know that. Yeah, must be your lucky week, but it's usually these same two nights in a row. I mean, it's always usually Friday and Saturday nights, but, you know, Sundays and Mondays, they're just, I just take those off because I'm thinking if I've got to work and everything, what's the point of going live? So, yeah, yeah, the next time you'll see me live after tonight would probably be Tuesday. As long as they don't call me in. I got called in last Tuesday because because it was the other maintenance guy was his birthday, so offered to work for him on his birthday. You can request your birthday off if you want to, and a lot of people have done that. Now I haven't had to do that because my birthdays have always luckily been on my off days anyway. Now next year, if I want to request my birthday off, I would have to because next year it'll be on a work day if my work days stay the same. Work is actually treating me better than it was because I said that the manager that usually works there, she well, I hate to say this, on the internet, but she the one that was trying to work to become night manager, she got the she got fired for something she did. The Yeah, she got caught. The manager or the general manager was watching her on the cameras, and he noticed that she was doing something that you know well, I'll just go ahead and say it. She was caught that she was making sandwiches and putting them in her car. So, and a lot of people, and after I tell a lot of people that, they say, "Oh, technically she was stealing then." Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, I'm thinking I don't know how many sandwiches it was, but yeah, they said that, they, s- I mean, I heard first shift has a rule that says if you make your own sandwich, that's an automatic firing. How late tonight? Well, Jonathan, probably about, I'm going to try to push it about 1 hour. So let's see. If I let's see, the hour would hit at 8:18, and that would still give me 20 minutes to get ready. So, and I can get ready pretty fast on night. So I'm gonna try to make it. I'm gonna try to hit a full hour tonight on here. I had no clue Don safeguards. Well, that's. It's just how it was. I just assumed it was more literal sandwich wise. Well, um, what Jonathan, I think what you'd have to do is you'd have to go up to I figured you'd have to go up to decent guy. You'd have to go into his name. You're going he just and all you got to do is hit unblock on them, and then you'll be able to see their messages. Obviously, Jonathan, you can't see decent guy's messages, but decent guy can see your messages though. Right. I That's why I said go to his page and unblock him, or click on his name and hit unblock. That's the only thing I know how to do. That's the only way I know how to do it. Jonathan, decent guy says that if you unblock him, he's just going to piss you off again quickly. So you shouldn't have to go through the trouble to unblock him. That came from him. That was his words, not mine. As far as I know, I don't think. I think decent guy is like my guess. I think he's like maybe in his maybe mid 20s, maybe. Aren't you about 25, decent guy? Aren't you about 25 years old? I think 25 years old. That's right. Okay. Yeah, 25. See, as as soon as I have you guys in here long enough, I know I'll know a lot about you. Oh, that gentle clanging in the background, that is probably the light upstairs. Because sometimes it dangles and it'll just dangle in the background. But unlike the beeping from last night, I can actually stop that. I can actually stop that clinging. I'll just have to go upstairs and grab the lamp set. Maybe make it a little bit more, you know, less bangy. So let me go handle that. I'll be right back. Okay, got it. I took care of it. Okay. Kind of a kind of a low turnout. Hello, Darren. Do Doing good. Just thought I'd do a little live before going to work. Yep, working tonight, tomorrow night, and Monday night. Won't get my um won't get my first off night until Tuesday. But hey, I mean, it's not that's not too far away. I'm getting more hours, yes, but I'm not sure how much I am. I'm not sure how much I am getting because last night, just as I was about to go off, start I think it started like I was noticing it wasn't letting me sign off, and I said that's usually what happens when it's been cut off. I was like, did it cut off already? And sure enough, it did. But I said, luckily, it did after the stream, so I was able to get some timed in. But I don't know if you got to see the end of it last night, though, or not. Yes, I'm doing good so far. Just yeah, spring is coming, and that's my favorite season, spring, because everything gets pretty, everything comes to warm up. Oh yeah, that's right. Daylight savings time, everybody. Turn your clock forward at 2 a.m. So, in other words, if I get home from work at if I get home from work at 2 o'clock tonight, then I'll actually be getting home at 3 o'clock. But well, dating daylight. Dating daylight time. This will be better because this means like now it won't be dark at 5 or 6 o'clock. Um, now, uh, Now it probably won't get dark till about 7 or 8. And I think sometimes in the summer it probably doesn't get dark till about 9. I could ask to work. I could ask to work, but we're usually done by 2 o'clock, and if we're not done, we're close to being done. So even if we get out past 2, I don't think we'll get paid for an extra hour. I think the clock will notice it. but I don't know. Oh, yeah, decent guy. I grew up watching cartoons. I mean, who didn't grow up watching cartoons? In fact, the in fact, decent guy, the rendition of Do the Mario was, from my favorite childhood cartoon as a kid. How many hours per night? I'm on schedule to work 4 hours a night, but I said that, sometimes, but they don't care, if I stay longer, to help out a little bit. So, I actually did manage to get an extra hour on there from 12. I mean, from because I clocked in 5 minutes early and clocked out 5 minutes early before 2. So I exactly got myself 5 hours. It's usually 4 hours a week, but I worked on Tuesday and I made it 5 hours last night, so I managed to make it 25 hours this week. Yeah, I said I even do the, I even do the end step where like in the original one where he almost falls right at the end. I think I heard that he was so plastered when he did that dance, that move at the end where he almost falls. I think that he said that was just him trying to catch his balance. Oh yes, I work 5 days a week: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Now I can come in Tuesday or Wednesday if they ask me to, but as long as they don't ask me to, I will get those 2 days off and then start the and then and then after Tuesday and Wednesday night being off, I'd start my next work week Thursday at work. Like I look at it this way: I work 5 days a week, so I kind of look at it like, like school. Like I feel like Thursday's my Monday at work, Friday's my Tuesday at work. I feel tonight, Saturday, Wednesday, it'll be my Wednesday at work. Think Sunday will feel like my Thursday at work, and then Monday will feel like my Friday at work. I think with it being Saturday and it being a low turnout, I think what the thing is that some people may be at the bars on since it's Saturday. Alrighty, Darren. See ya. I mean, I would go in your live, but but I mean, after my live, I have to get ready for work, and then, well, I never have time to chat with anybody. I would love to, but you know, work's always got to come first. Yeah, I mean, he's a good conversation. I mean, he's a good person to have a conversation with. He can, I mean, I used to talk to him all the time. Like like I would used to come, like I used to come to his lives before I started working. And now the problem is that he when he goes live, I'm at work, so I can't really communicate anyway. Yeah, but I mean he was just curious. I mean, yeah, I mean he was curious, but I mean, hey, I mean if someone wants to ask about your work, I mean, as long as you're proud of what you do, you'll be. I mean, you're willing to answer anything. Yeah, somebody called my work once, and I still don't know who it is. All I know is that they were calling from a block. They were calling from a blocked number, and they said that it was John. He said his name was John, and he lived in California. And he was asking me if I was going to go live after work, and I told him, probably not. And I told him probably not, or not sure what it was. I said, but I mean, he's able to call my work and everything. And oh, if that was the if and I'm thinking if that was the general manager or the assistant manager, oh, I probably would have gotten fired. I probably would have gotten fired. I think they would have fired me right on the spot for for taking personal calls at work. Um, I Well, I mean, it just sounded like it sounded like a normal, maybe grown up 30s, 40s year old's voice. Um, I mean, at first, I mean, when he said that he lived in California, I immediate I immediately thought that it was probably uh, I thought it was probably a turd, and then I thought, and then he's like no, he's like no, that's not. She's like no, I'm not samurai. I'm John. Well, she did. Well, he did ask for me, and the manager that was there before she got fired, she's like, "There's a call for you," and then, and she's like, "Next time you get a call at work, make sure it's an emergency." Yeah, but that wasn't an emergency though. They just wanted to call and talk. I mean, he did say, he's sorry that he had to call me at work, but the thing is that, I mean, yeah, I might have mentioned that I've worked and everything, but but I mean, if he lived in California, how did he get the number to work anyway? That's kind of a mystery right there. Well, oh, I know it wasn't you, Jonathan, because I mean, I know you live in Springfield, and I mean, and this guy said that he was, that he lived in California, so I knew it wasn't you. I mean, at first I thought it was our good buddy Turd Ferguson from California, but no, it wasn't him. maybe. The thing is that, I think he says that, that he may not ever, come in the live. I think he might have said never, he might never come in the, or watch the live, but he probably never comments on, but he would probably never comment on it. He just kind of just watches back to see, what it was, but I don't know. Well, I mean, he already said it wasn't turd. I mean, he already, I mean, and the thing is that, well, Nabob, I mean, his name is Bob, and turd, well, his regular name is Steven. Then that's what I'm saying when I said that. I was like, because I was like, so are you gonna be on? And then he's like, oh, he's like, you must think I'm Steve from California. I'm not Steve. I'm John. And then it kind of, and then we got disconnected. It's like one of the calls cut out somewhere, or a call got dropped. So it did, and I gave it back to her, and then I said, he's that's probably him calling back. And then so she picks up the phone, says, he's right here. And then, I had to finish the phone, but I felt like, I said, but nobody, yeah, well, no, we have caller ID, Jonathan, but this guy blocked his number. He blocked the number when he called McDonald's. Like, I think when he called, I think it said like no caller ID. Well, I took, um, well, I mean, I took it and everything, and I knew it wasn't Jonathan because Jonathan lives in in Illinois, and then the other John Isabella, he lives in Rhode Island. So I'm thinking, those are the two Johns I know, or those are the two only Johns I communicate with on here. But I mean, now that you mention it, decent guy, yeah, John is a pretty easy fake name to come by. Now that you mention it. Yeah, very peculiar. I mean, it's just, yeah, because all I know is that when he called back, and I saw the ID, it said no caller ID. Yeah, that is true. I mean, find out if this guy's real name was John. Why'd he have to block out his number? I mean, I know he said he. I mean, he always. I mean, I think he always asked me if I. He asked me if I was going on, if I was going to go live after work, because apparently I think he said he's like a big fan. Yep, a regular gumshoe. Yep, kind of like that old game show Carmen San Diego. Yeah, but I mean, did he really? But the question is, did he really have to, block out his number? I mean, I'm sure he probably didn't want his number, being traced or anything. But I'm still thinking, if he's calling me, why does he want, to? Why did he want to call me, to block out his number and tell me who he is? I mean, she really didn't. I mean, she was okay with it. She really didn't care. But I mean, she just told me. I mean, she just told me that next time that happens, though, next time someone, that next time you get a personal call at work, to make sure it's an emergency. But that's the only call I've got, personal call I've gotten at work. See, when I'm doing my work and everything, I really don't expect anybody to call me. Even though we hear, even though we hear phones ringing all the time at work. Well, maybe not ringing, but when we have nothing to do, we're on our phones. Okay, we can do a small question. Um, you said small, so um, now you said small, so I know you mean small. So what, you want a three or a four? He probably heard you say where you lived, and he looked up. Probably called a random McDonald's and asked for you. Well, we're the only we're the only McDonald's here in this small town. So I mean, when you're the only McDonald's in town, I mean, it's kind of easy to find you. Let's see. Okay, I've got one. I've got one. Well, yeah, but I tried deleting those messages, as soon so no one sees it. But I'm wondering, he hasn't doxed the one where I'm at yet. But the thing is that you know, who was? I mean, if you remember, if you remember, um, what they had their name as, Cullum Joe's lawyer. It's like she always said she was sending something to me, and and she'd give my name and my address and my state, or my city, state, and zip code out, like all my information. And I thought, I mean, and I thought, how is she getting all that? How is she getting all that? I was like, did she see where Landon said it or something? I don't know. I was like, but how does Colin Joe lawyer? Why is Colin Joy's lawyer going to dox me? Probably because there were a bunch of Colin Joes. Let's see. After Colin Joe was gone, there was Colin Joe's husband, Colin Joe's daughter, uh, Colin Joe's therapist, Colin Joe's prison guard, Colin Joe's lawyer. There were a lot of Colin Joes. Yeah, I mean, I mean, the more Colin Joes they had, the funnier it got. Yeah, the thing is that, I probably deleted her, right after she, or blocked her right after she doxed me. I said, I don't know, but she knew something. She knew something, and I never gave her my address or anything. Yeah, we can try a couple questions. Uh, do you guys want to try four answer question? I think a lot of people really didn't like her. Who else hated her? I know that Shan hated her or did not was not too fond of her. I know Spirit Stalker was not really fond of her. She didn't like her. Let's see. I think Riley was not too fond of her. And I don't see them in here anymore. But Bill and Roger, Bill or AKA PPK's number one fan, AKA Bill, and then Roger, they didn't like her either. I said she was not really, very well liked, and she got upset even if I could not, even if I couldn't see her answers. Why are you seeing their answers but you're not seeing mine? That's Joe for you. All right. Okay, so we got a good one. Top four answers to this question. Question is, what reason would most people give for why they drink coffee? What reason would most people give why they drink coffee? Though, okay, there you go. To stay awake. Uh, yeah, to stay awake, decent guy. That's the number one answer. Not because they're anxious or to dip the donut in. Decent guy. They like the taste of it. Number two is they like the taste of it. Now you just got to get three and four. Yeah, give them Jonathan, energy. Energy is number three, and then number four. No, it's not to feel like an adult. Not that it's something warm for them. Remember, we did get, they like the taste of it. Not because they're gay or to be social. No, this is actually you know, this is actually one of those weird answers, but I mean, hey, some people are, this word that they're trying to get you to use. Some people are to that coffee. Oh yeah, the old don't talk to me until I've had my breakfast. Yeah, they're addicted. Number four is they're addicted. They're addicted to it. I think if you guys are up, we could go for another four answer question if you guys feel up for it. Okay. Hmm. Okay, top four answers to this one. Name a profession where you may receive lots of mail from strangers. Oh, yeah, I prefer if you made the question and answers up though. Oh, I I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. Make my own questions. Nope. Nope. It's not. It's not a mail person. This is where you would receive a lot of mail letters. A lot of like who would you deliver them to? Like who would get a lot of them? Not an office secretary or a garbage man. Think about like anyone you would want to send one to. No, not the arts and crafts teacher or Santa. The president. Okay, there you go, decent guy. A politician. Politician is there. That's number two. Politician. Politician number two. No, not Satan. Oh, forbid anybody wants to do it for Satan. Not not chainmail. Not to God. Like that answer though. Not Poseidon. Okay, CEO of a famous. Not the CEO. A couple of these answers might movie star. There you go, Jonathan. As celebrity, that's the number one answer. A celebrity. Celebrity number one. You guys know at least one movie star well, where I wouldn't mind writing her. Let's see. Nope, not Michael Jackson. May God rest his soul. Nothing will convince me that his doctor didn't kill him. Nothing will convince me that his doctor didn't. I think his doctor was truly behind the whole thing. Oh, question, Jonathan, is name a profession where you may receive lots of mail from strangers. No, it wouldn't be pole vaulters or arm wrestlers. Nobody, no, nobody in sports. Nobody in sports. What do you? I mean, you really think that grown-ups would write to tickle monster? I would. I would hope. I would hope by the time they're grown up, you know, a kid. Yes, they can, but I mean, grown-ups writing to tickle monsters and the boogeyman. And good luck. They're gonna have a hard time getting that mail. Not church or porn star. Of course, we know what name comes up to me when you say porn star. I guess the custodian or cleaning man. Nope, not him. Not the Queen of England. Yeah, custodian. Not the Pope or the Prince of Wales. Not the Duke of Edinburgh. Not the Vicar or the Game Warden. Not a magician either. No, not a homosexual. I mean, they're not gonna throw any provocative answers like that in there. I bet she probably did get a lot of letters. See, not an electrician or doctors or drug dealer or lawyers. One's going to be really, really weird. I'll tell you that right now. Not a dog trainer. Not the judge. Could you imagine writing to the judge? Could you go my way, judge, please? Not any inmates. Not the HVAC guy. Whoever the HVAC guy is. No, no, I was just no, 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 Jonathan. I don't think you're homophobic. Oh, I meant to say, oh, well, I can't answer for him. I'd have to let him say it because one of your answers you gave was homosexual. Yeah, because what this one might take a while. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, you can get it. Let's see. Number three would be number three could be anything. You could be maybe you could be delivering a package, or you could just be delivering a food. You know, being like a door dasher or something. Because we get a lot of those at work. You could be a DoorDasher, you could, or you could just be an answering service, and help bring calls through. I mean, there's two words that go with this. Um, one starts with a C and the other starts with an S. If you put them together, it sounds like you're giving them what? No, because you used the word homosexual, and I guess he thought he might have taken it that you didn't like the gays or something. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. If you're like, okay, how can I, let me, I've still, I'm fortunate that I've still got my computer. So I'm going to have to type in and how to give you a better answer to this because I'm not sure how to give this to you myself. Number four, I can give to you easy myself. Um, you know, um, let's see. They say this is the support a business provide provides to these people before, during, and after a purchase. It can include answering questions, solving problems, and ensuring a smooth experience. This is the support you offer your customers, both before and after they buy and use your products or services, but helps them have an easy, enjoyable experience with your brand. But this is more than solving a customer's problems and closing tickets. Got it yet? Yeah, customer service. Customer service is number three. Now, number four, I was going to go ahead and tell you that this one's easy. There's people like let's see, who are some people that are looked at this. There's Dalai Lama, Dear Abby, people like them. People like Dalai Lama and Dear Abby, they're they're looked at as what? Especially Dear Abby. Well, we got customer service representative. I'm trying to give you number four. And number four would involve like the what occupation does Dear Abby have? She has a thing in the paper. She is, but in the paper she is more of a what? What would people call her? They say she's Dear Abby's not customer service. She's something else. She's a this word you're looking for starts with, let's see. This also has two words. This also has two words. First word starts with an A, and the second word starts with a C. They have her as two words. One starts with an A, one starts with a C. If you can put the A and the C and figure out which word goes first, then you might have the answer. Yeah, something like Dear Abby. Dear Abby would be what? She's a what? Starts with an A. First word starts with an A. Second word starts with a C. No, not apple chopper. Come on. Dear Abby. Dear Abby is like somebody in the papers that you might write your questions to. You would probably be like, Dear Abby, I need some blank on this. And she'd probably be like, well, I am in a okay. You got one right. You got one right, decent guy. You did say advice. It's not correspondent, but advice is the first word. Advice is the first word. She is an advice something. I think at least she is. I'll check to see if if Dear Abby is one of these. Okay. It says that. Let's see. It says Dear Abby is an American advice well, that we give the other way. Founded in 1956, she's the most widely syndicated blank in the world. Yeah, it does say this. Yeah, advice. There you go, Peter. Columnist, an advice columnist. Number four. She's an advice columnist. That's what Dear Abby is. She's an advice columnist. Uh, and yeah, you did get the last answer in, Peter, but unfortunately that was the last one I'm going to have to do. We didn't really get a we only got a couple questions in tonight because we had very low turnout, and it's time for me to get ready to go to work anyway. But don't despair. I will be back on Tuesday. I'll be back on Tuesday. You won't see me Sunday because I'm working. You won't see me Monday because I'm working. So the next possible time would be Tuesday. So we had a low turnout tonight. I hope we have higher turnout on Tuesday. But as far as things go so far, everyone, see you Tuesday. Good night. Have fun. Whatever it's worth. Bye, buddy. And yeah, much love, everybody. And until next time, peace.